Hey entrepreneurs, it's AJ and I'm here with one of the guys that I haven't met for about 9 years. His name's Darius. He's one of the professors from CDU, the local university here, and he's doing some really interesting work on the realm of micro business. So Darius, meet everyone.
Hi everybody.
Yeah, cool. So Darius, talk to us about micro business, man. What is micro business?
Well, in Australia, micro business isn't anything at the moment. We don't actually have a definition in Australia.
Why is that?
It's all a lip service. I think generally because big and medium business overshadows everything.
Yeah.
It's sex. These things are sexy. Yet we miss the little businesses that set up in the mall, you know, the little carts. We miss the tradie who's a micro business. They're a little bit hidden, but we don't recognise the fact that actually these have a greater social impact in Australia than medium and large businesses, and even small businesses. And so the government's sort of missed it, and because the government doesn't recognise it, the population doesn't recognise it. And indeed, as we've discussed, there's no research in the area whatsoever.
No, and that's really interesting that I find there's no research. Like, one of Darius's things that he did was he reached out to federal government agencies to ask for clarification on the definition, and the email trails were just all over the place, you know. So you're doing something to change that.
I am.
What are you doing?
What I'm doing is we've published a number of papers, we've put in a couple of proposals to the government, and we're trying to get a formal recognition for micro business. What does a micro business look like? The purpose is so that then we can say, okay, you're doing this, you're trading, you fall into this category, and so the government can monitor businesses, and not for the purposes of taking more tax, because actually the intention of what we're doing is to reduce tax for these small businesses that need extra income to develop themselves. They need that opportunity. They don't need assistance from the government because that's an expensive thing to engage with red tape. They just need a little bit of a break and a few other things. And you know, you can use reduce red tape, you can use government assistance, that sort of thing, but there's a place for everything. So that we can then say, okay, these businesses are either successful and they stay as micro businesses, or they can be identified as businesses that are entrepreneurial in nature and expansionary in nature, and that we can apply the right sorts of support mechanisms so that they do develop into small and medium businesses.
And what I love about his approach is it's incredibly entrepreneurial, about trying to solve a problem that everyone knows exists, but the way it's being solved is different. So even though Darius belongs to an academic institution, he's an entrepreneurial thinker time and time again, you know, and the way he approaches things is different. And that's what I love about this guy, right? It's really interesting to see how he's actually going about solving this particular problem, and how micro businesses and small business can get involved in this project to really transform things. Is that you're releasing a survey soon?
I have a survey. We've done, as I say, we've done some publications. We've put a proposal out there. Part of my proposal, and as part of my job as an academic, a professional academic, is to prove what I'm saying. We've released this survey that tests the boundaries of what my claims are. Oh, it's the first stage in testing those boundaries. If we can identify those boundaries, then we can say, this is what a micro business is, and by the way, here are the factors that we need to focus on to support them, to help them either be successful as ongoing micro businesses, or to transition them into small and medium-sized businesses.
Yeah, exactly right. And how that works is, like, the minute you have a business that grows, that creates employment opportunities, that earns more money, the stimulation of the economy happens and things transform. So yeah, it makes sense. But here's part of the problem. There's no programs out there that support the micro business to accelerate their growth. And part of that is because there hasn't been any solid data to go to the agencies and go, hey, listen, here's what's actually happening, here's the data to prove it, here's the idea to implement that'll help resolve this problem. And that's what this guy's doing, you know, and through consultation and collaboration with other entrepreneurial thinkers in the space, you'll see change happening. So get involved with the survey. As soon as it gets released, I'll send you guys the link, so subscribe to my feed wherever you see me, or just hit me up and I'll direct you to the survey when it's out.
Think about this, guys. In the future, with automation, what does business look like? And I can tell you, with Uber Eats, and all of these sorts of businesses that are opening up, they're all micro businesses.
Yeah. Yeah.
The future is micro business.
It is.
It's not
It
big
is.
business, because big business will be fully automated. So
Yep.
where are the humans in this?
Yeah.
They are going to be micro businesses.
Yeah.
It's not going to be 88% of the economy. It's going to be 98% of the economy.
Pretty much, you know, and we were talking about artificial intelligence and smart systems, as my colleague here just pointed out to me, right? And it's a story for another time, but essentially, and this goes back to my work on the future of work as entrepreneurial. Yeah, I mean, the future of business, like micro business, as he's talking about, is going to transform, and you won't believe what's happening in the space. It's very exciting. Story for another time, but I'm going to leave it there. So, Darius, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. All right, entrepreneurs, I'll leave you to it. Whatever happens in business and in life, I wish you nothing but success. Take care.